Gene therapy. Let us see the gene therapy. So, to learn, to get into the gene therapy, first of all, we'll go for a small story that known treatment. Then after, we'll go with the different kinds of definitions and the issues related to this particular area. Okay, gene therapy. ADA gene. ADA gene. What is ADA gene? Adenosine deaminase. Adenosine deaminase enzyme is going to be produced by ADA gene. ADA gene produce an enzyme called adenosine deaminase. Okay. So this particular ADA gene or adenosine deaminase gene is very, very important in the people. Let me locate that particular the ADA gene. ADA gene or adenosine deaminase gene, enzyme, which is produced by ADA gene, which is crucial for the immune system to function. A ADA deficiency causes a disease called severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. SCID, severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay, so disease we recognize and their gene problem is also recognized. So then what we do from here that will go with that particular story. What we do there, okay, gene therapy during this particular process. So that particular cells, that means a patient is suffering with SCID, severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. What is the problem in the patient? That he is having a problem of adenosine deaminase gene. Adenosine deaminase gene is problem in him. Okay. So how we treat gene therapy? How we do? First of all, we'll take the patient cells. Cells are removed from the patient. Okay. In the laboratory, what we do, a virus is altered so that it cannot reproduce. A gene is inserted into the virus. The altered virus is mixed with the cells from the patient. The cells from the patient become genetically altered. Then after that, altered cells are injected into the patient. Genetically altered cell produce the desired protein or harm. This is the basic gene therapy, not only for ADA gene. We'll remove the patient that cells. We insert the gene into that particular patient, that particular person, and then after that means into the cell. Then after the cell will be inserted into the patient body back again. Okay, so let's talk about this in the angle of ADA gene. When we talk about cells are removed from the patient, which cells? Bone marrow cells will be removed over because T lymphocytes particularly going to be affected because of absence of this gene. So bone marrow cells will be inserted over. So what is the problem? This is the cell of the patient. In the patient, what is the problem? That in his genome, in the total genome, he is having a problem called that he is having a problem that ADA gene is absent. So, in the huge genome, recognizing ADA gene is very difficult. Defected ADA gene recognition is very difficult. So that's why we are not going to replace that particular. We are not going to replace. So I'll explain this particular with the help of a car. Okay, so don't write this in examination, just for understanding. A tire, a car tire is punctured. Okay, car tire is punctured. What happens? What are the possibilities? What are the possibilities? That means we may do the puncture of the car tire. That is the first option. That means repair of the puncture. That is the first option. We may replace the tire. That is the second option. We may replace the tire. That is second option. That means the tire, old tire will be removed in the same place and new tire will be placed over. That is the second option. Third option that it look little weird. The replacing the tire in somewhere else. That means punctured tire will be there only. That we replace. That means we attach one more tire to the car in other place. So definitely you'll be shocked. So I'm not talking about the car. I'm talking about the cell. This is the best option actually. Okay, so that means an ADA gene is defected. So that we are recognizing ADA gene is defected in the person. Okay, so here is the defected area. Okay, defected area you can see. Okay, then what we need to do? that one we can do, we can repair the gene. In what way? Repair the gene means some sequence problem can be seen over. So ATGC or something else can be seen over. Instead of CG, GC is there. So in the reverse mutation, you can repair. That is very difficult. Okay. Next, so that means that is compared with tire puncture, repair of the puncture. Okay, that is very difficult. Gene repair is very difficult. Okay, next, what is another thing I say? The tire will be replaced from the replaced. That means the from that old tire will be removed and new tire will be replaced. That is more difficult than that is more difficult. In case of gene tire point of view, it may be easy. That means in the huge genome, recognizing that particular area in the same place, you have to introduce the gene, but very difficult. So that's why we're not going that option. We are going this option. This is very easy for us, isn't it? That means making the entry of that particular gene, making the entry of the gene somewhere else in the nucleus, not exactly in the same place, somewhere else we introduce. Okay, so that is the case. Okay, then where we introduce that again the problem. That means that again a procedure. How we that where we introduce, okay, it's over. How we introduce that for that we have to use vectors. For that we are using vectors. Okay, so using of vector is very important in that particular case. Okay, so using vectors. So what vectors we use? Here in the case in the diagram we can see viral vectors are used over. The various vectors are there that you may know PBR322 a plasmid. So that is also a vector. That is also a vector. So likewise. Okay, so procedure you understand, then we'll go with the different kinds of definitions here. So uh, let me erase all of these. Then after we'll go with the procedure. Let me talk about this. The story is over. Let me talk. Gene therapy is the insertion of the genes into an individual cells in tissues to treat a disease, such as a hereditary disease, in which a deleterious mutant allele is replaced with the functional one. The biology of human genome gene therapy is a collection of methods, techniques that allows the correction of a gene defect that has been diagnosed in child or embryo. Okay. So basic technique in the a normal gene is inserted into the genome to supplement an abnormal gene, mutated gene. ADA gene is defected. Just everything we have to learn in the angle of the story we learn. Okay. A normal gene inserted into the genome to supplement an abnormal gene, mutated gene, which is disease causing. To deliver the normal gene, the vector must be used over. The vector unloads its genetic material containing therapeutic human genome gene into the target cell. The generation of a functional protein product from the therapeutic gene restores the cell to its normal state. Let us read in the ADA angle. A normal ADA gene is inserted to the genome of the patient to supplement an abnormal ADA, mutated ADA gene, which is this causing a disease called severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay, which is causing. So I'm replacing that with the disease. To deliver the normal ADA gene, that what do you say therapeutic gene, we are using vectors. Okay, so vectors we are using. Then the vector unloads its genetic material. The vector unloads its genetic material, whatever the vector, the carrier we used over, containing the therapeutic human genome. That means that a new ADA gene will be inserted into the person, into the target cell. That means bone marrow cell. The generation of a functional protein, that adenosine deaminase enzyme, is produced from the therapeutic gene, the treated gene, restores the cell to its normal state. So every paragraph of this text here that we should see in the story will lend over. So that's why I'll go you one more time that particular story. That one more time we'll go with that particular story. So first of all, let me introduce. There is a gene called ADA gene. A defect in the ADA gene, mutation in the ADA gene leads to a disorder called severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. Severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. Let me write here. Severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. deficiency syndrome. So this is very important to be remembered. Okay, so adenosine deaminase, enzyme name is adenosine deaminase. Enzyme is going to be produced actually. There, where it is in general, that is in T cells, immune cells of the body. Okay, so it is in T cells, in the immune cells of the body. Okay, okay, then the T cells are immune cells of the body. Then what we have to do? The patient cell is taken out. The patient cell is taken out. His patient, in the patient, the nuclear material or genome is having this defected gene. By using the viral vector, I am introducing that gene into somewhere else. Then after the cells will be introduced into the patient body, and after that it starts production of ADA, that gene product like adenosine deaminase, he become normal. Okay, this is the story will end. Okay, next, let's come with that particular, the remaining story. Types of gene therapy. Germline gene therapy, somatic line gene therapy. Germline gene therapy, somatic line gene therapy. Let us learn what is germline, what is somatic line. Somatic line gene therapy. So before I go to the text, I'll complete the basic issue in a single line. If you do it for, if you do the treatment for a zygote or a blastocyst, embryonic stage, whatever it may be. So if we do this for a zygote or if it is for a embryo, we call that kind of therapy is germline gene therapy. Then, or if you are doing it for in adult stage, what do you call somatic gene therapy? Okay, I want to answer from you. Whatever the treatment we did, that is somatic or germline? Whatever the treatment we did, that in case of ADA gene, whether it's somatic or germline. I'm waiting for your answer. Treatment we did for somatic or germline. Somatic line gene therapy. Whatever the treatment we did, ADA gene, that is somatic line gene therapy. Okay. Next, let us read that in case of text here. Let us read that in case of text. That germline gene therapy. In this type of therapy, the functional genes or normal genes are introduced into the gametes like sperm or ova, and thus integrated into their genomes. Therefore, the change or modification becomes heritable due to various technical and ethical reasons. Technical reason, I'll say. Ethical reason, that transgenic aspect here. That germline gene therapy remained at the infant stage for the time being. That means it's not developed. Germline gene therapy is not much developed, that they are saying infant stage. What is the technical reason? Simple. If we introduce this particular gene into either sperm or ovum or zygote or into the blastocyst, what happens? When this particular individual divides and forms the whole organism after 9 months, in every cell of the body, this inserted gene will be seen over, isn't it, Anand? Whatever the gene we inserted, because whatever the gene we are inserted, that definitely will find over in every cell after the division. That is the specialty of this therapy. So when the division go on, that may create some side effects, that may create some side effects. So that's why it is still underdeveloped, we can say. Gene therapy, germline gene therapy. But what we do here, somatic line gene therapy is a very common pattern nowadays. In this type of therapy, functional genes are introduced into somatic cells of a patient. Means T cells, I said to you, the somatic cells of a patient. The approach is to correct a disease phenotype by treating somatic cells in the affected person. So the changes affected in this type of the gene therapy are non-heritable. Why? Because that cell doesn't have any dividing capacity, or much dividing capacity cannot be seen in them. Then it's not, we are not doing in the sperm or ovum. A somatic line therapy is of two types, ex vivo and in vivo. Ex vivo and in vivo. Okay, ex vivo. What is ex vivo? The cells are modified outside the body. That means we'll take the patient cell outside the body and we introduce the genome, that we introduce that particular with the help of viral vector we introduce the genome, and then after cell be introduced inside the body. Okay, then transplanted back. That we say ex vivo. In vivo, genes are changed in cells while they are still inside the body. Treatment itself, when the cells are present inside the body, we do. But in the case ADA gene story, what we did, that ex vivo or in vivo. That means that test your understanding, ex vivo or in vivo. In the case, ex vivo means bringing the cell out, doing that, inserting the gene, and cell will be, host cell will be introduced back again. The patient cell will be introduced back again to the patient. That is ex vivo. In vivo, we don't take the cell from the patient out. But, the cell is there inside the body, then we start treatment. Okay, so what we did in case of ADS story, that severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome, how do the gene therapy explain? So what I am expecting from you, that what therapy we did, ex vivo or in vivo? It is declared somatic. Okay, then ex vivo or in vivo? Very good. Ex vivo. We brought out and we are in that treated and we introduced it back again. Okay, very good. Very good. Next, first clinical gene therapy. This is the story I am telling from you from the beginning of this lesson. The first clinical gene therapy. The first clinical gene therapy was given in 1990 to a 4-year-old girl with adenosine deaminase deficiency. This enzyme is crucial for the immune system to function. ADA deficiency causes severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. It is why it is called syndrome, because when immune system is affected, any disease can be that the patient will become susceptible for any infection. So that's why we call group of diseases may attack syndrome. It is caused by the deletion or dysfunction of the gene encoding for the enzyme ADA. In some children, ADA deficiency can be cured by bone marrow transplantation. It can be cured by bone marrow transplantation, but in others, it can be treated by an enzyme replacement therapy. That what we did is enzyme replacement therapy. No, no. What we did is gene therapy. We have some more techniques: bone marrow full transplantation and that enzyme replacement therapy. That means giving injection of the enzyme. Both these approaches are not completely curative. As a first step towards the gene therapy, T lymphocytes actually. Here, the T lymphocytes from the blood of the patient are kept in a nutrient medium outside the body. We brought it out, we outside the body. A functional ADA or complementary DNA using a retroviral vector is then introduced into these lymphocytes, which are subsequently returned to the patient. So, what is this? Ex vivo. What is this? Somatic, ex vivo, somatic line gene therapy. However, as the cells are not immortal, the patient required periodic infusion. That means after that, over a period of time, that cell span is over, that we need to introduce the new cells again. So genetically engineered lymphocytes need to be inserted again. So permanent cure is possible only when the gene is, that particular gene is isolated and from the marrow cells from producing ADA is introduced to the cells at early embryonic stages, which means that hemopoietic stem cells we are talking. Hemopoietic stem cells can be, if you insert, if you are able to insert there, that permanent solution we can say, because the new T lymphocytes will come from hemopoietic stem cells only, isn't it? Particularly lymphoid stem cells, but we have to insert that in hemopoietic stem cells. That only permanent cure we can say. If you do this in embryonic stages, that will be much better. Diseases and gene therapy. The scientists are focusing on diseases caused by single gene defect. Whatever we are seeing is also single gene effect. That some more diseases are there: cystic fibrosis, hemophilia, Duchenne muscular dystrophy, sickle cell anemia. That all these are single cell genes. These are wherein scientists are trying to introduce the genes directly into the human cells. Currently, most gene therapy studies are aimed at cancer and hereditary diseases linked to a genetic defect. In spite of so many efforts, the biology of GT remains complex that even though we are doing a lot of efforts here, it became much complex and many techniques need to improvement and perfection. So we are in infant stage in this area. The genetic link of many diseases is to be understood more fully before GT can be used appropriately. You may add over that in case of plants, that tomato is like an apple they are creating. That color will be that tomato, then the original is going to be a banana. Banana like tomatoes, apple like bananas. That these are all the transfer, the gene therapy, you can say, but that much we are not developed in case of human beings. Okay. So transfer of the genetic material, that transfer that we left over that particular area, only that area if you see. So that may remind you when once I'll remind you the story again, that we brought out the cell of the patient which is having ADA gene effect, who is suffering with SCID. Then we brought out and we inserted that particular gene and inserted a certain gene in somewhere other place. We inserted and the cells are returned back again. Doing in the adult patient, that's why we call somatic. Bringing out, we call ex vivo. Okay, that ex vivo gene therapy. We say now the one more issue we have to see here. I said the why that gene will be introduced with the help of vectors. Okay, so that introducing information we have to talk about now. The transfer of the genetic material. How do we introduce the genetic material? That we have to discuss now. Genetically modified DNA can be introduced into eukaryotic cell by a process called transfection. By a process said to be transfection. Genetically modified DNA can be introduced into the eukaryotic cell, a process said to be transfection. It can also be introduced by gene guns or through electroporation of the cell. Gene guns or electroporation. So if we use viral vectors, that process we say transduction. Directly sending inside is transfection. If we are using the vectors, that we call transduction. A viral vectors are used to send the genetic material into the cell. A process we call transduction. Okay, either it may be bacterial or viral transduction. If we are using the vectors, we say transduction. Without vector directly, if you want to send, how we send directly? By gene guns or by electroporation. That using gene gun, shooting that gene into the inside directly, or electroporation, that we say transfection. If you use vectors, we call transduction. Two definitions to be remembered. In methods in which DNA is directly sent, the DNA to be, that means in transfection method we are talking. In methods which DNA is directly sent, the DNA to be delivered is protected from damage during transfer or entry into the recipient cell by enveloping in a lipid coats. What do you call lipoplexes? When you are sending directly, there may be a problem of damage. That's why that particular DNA, which are ADA gene, new ADA gene, when you are introducing, we use a lipid coat, lipoplexes, or enveloping the complexes of the polymer. We can say polyplexes. Okay. The synthetic okay, that's it. That is lipoplexes or polyplexes. So what to be learned over here, the definitions that I'll make them correct here. That means in order I'll put all these particular. So let me, that what to be learned, there are two methods. One is transfection. One is transfection. Okay, next, the other is transduction. Transfection and transduction. Okay, so by using vectors, transduction, insertion, gene transfer, no doubt about that. If that you do with vectors, viral vector or bacterial vector, whatever, vectors when you use, we call transduction. Directly sending inside, directly sending that particular gene inside, transfection. Okay. When you are sending directly, there is a problem. What's the problem when you are sending directly them? That damage may happen over. So that's why for that we may coat the lipid coat we call lipoplexes. Lipoplexes can be used or polyplexes can be used over as a coat. Okay. So how we are sending, that is another thing. How you are sending? How we are sending by using gene gun. Okay, so gene gun. gene gun, or electroporation. All these are given it here itself. That means for transfection, electroporation. Because you may know that how we introduce with the viral or bacterial vector PBR322 gene you learned, isn't it? So that gene gun and electroporation, the transduction vectors. Okay, so finally, ADA gene is not working. We are treated. Okay, that's very good. But what about that genes are not working? uh, that's okay. The genes were not working, that is very good. But what about genes were not working, but working negatively, doing effect to their body? So what we have to do then means ADA gene is not working. Okay, we have taken the gene from outside, but after the mutation, a particular gene instead of doing normal activities, they start doing some different activity. We have to silence that particular gene, isn't it? For that, this is very important. I am writing much bigger. Synthetic oligo deoxy, synthetic oligo deoxy nucleosides. Synthetic oligodeoxynucleosides are used to inactivate the gene. They are used to inactivate the genes for what? For silencing of that particular gene. That means synthetic oligodeoxynucleosides are used to inactivate or silencing the genes involved in the causing disease. Gene is not working, okay, but his gene is negatively working. That's going to be a problem. So you remember this, it is also very important in NEET. The silencing of the genes or inactivating the genes is possible, the defected genes is possible by synthetic oligo deoxynucleosides. Let me write once again to print in our brain. That is very important. Synthetic oligo deoxynucleosides. Synthetic oligodeoxynucleosides are used to inactivate the genes or silencing the genes involved in causing diseases. Okay, so this is with the synthetic oligodeoxynucleosides. We are ending the gene therapy. The story, basic line story, if you remember, that will be very easy for us. If you remember the story, a basic line story, that will be very easy for us. And we can learn this in the form of definitions, isn't it? Definition like somatic and germline therapy. The gene therapy and germline gene therapy. Then after that, in case of somatic, we are seeing ex vivo and in vivo, ex vivo gene therapy and in vivo. Doing outside, that we say ex vivo. Doing itself the cell in when inside the body, we call in vivo. Okay. So then gene transfer techniques are going to be that transfection and transduction. So these are the things we learned here. This is very important for NEET also. Somatic and germline gene therapy, ex vivo and in vivo, and transfection, transduction. So these are very, very important. Okay, along with that, that our gene therapy, whatever we did, that ADA gene, isn't it? ADA gene. ADA gene therapy we did here, ADA gene therapy. That means which cause a disease called severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. Severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. These are the key things to be remembered from this particular gene therapy topic. Okay, so that's it. It is all about the gene therapy. All about the gene therapy. Okay.